Hello friends, this is Vinith. Welcome to my YouTube channel Techies Hub. So this tutorial is all about the basic setup for a Gradle project and how we can run the Gradle project in Azure DevOps. So as you can see, I have already created a Gradle project and the configuration I have added is for a TestNG. So if you click on the edit configuration and you will be able to add the TestNG configuration. So I have a TestNG file which will be having the test which needs to be run. Then I have the build.gradle file. So in this we have uh, with the ID that's for Java. We'll be using the JDK. Then we have the dependencies like JUnit, Selenium, TestNG, and the Selenium cron driver. And I have already added the cron driver.exe into the project. Then I have a task here. So this is the important thing of the Gradle. So Gradle we can have the customized task. So whatever task we want, we can add it here. So in this test task, what I am doing is I am using TestNG and I am running this testng.xml. So the setup is as simple as that. Okay, and then I have gone to the file settings in the build tool. Actually, I have made it as Gradle build. Okay, so the one thing that you have to do is like after doing the setup, just run it from here so that the test case will run. Then after that, you have to go to the Gradle, the path where the Gradle.bat or Gradle W file is there. Then you have to go there and you have to give /Gradle W test. So when you do that, actually this test case should run there also, and it should pass. So my test case one is passing and one is failing. So if you do that /Gradle W space test, and if it is running successfully in local, then only you try the same in DevOps, because that is the prerequisite, because that is how it will be running in the VM machine also. So you create a project, then you do the setup, run it using the SNG, then you run it doing using the Gradle W, then you make sure that it is running successfully. So you have to make sure in the file settings you do it in the Gradle build, then you have the configuration also, and make sure that you have all the required dependencies in the build.gradle. So once that is working fine, then you push it to either in the Azure repos or in the GitHub. So I have pushed my code to the GitHub. Then let's go to the DevOps. So this is the DevOps. So I have a release here. So this is the Selenium Gradle, and I have edited it. So you can see I am taking the repository the same way I have taken for my Selenium Maven. I am taking it from the GitHub. Okay, and then I have only one task here, which is a Gradle task. But before that, I have given one agent, so this everybody knows. Okay, and then I have the Gradle build. So here also, here I have to specify where is my this Gradle W. So you have to just point it to where the Gradle W is there, and then you have to give where the director of the project. So that also you can just point it using these three dots. Then the task should be built, so that you have to make sure that the task is built. Then you can publish to Azure Pipeline. So you don't have to add any extra packages, because when you run the Gradle build, so it will create a .xml, and that will be helpful to view the pass and fail tests. So that is the basic setup that you have to do. Then you have to go to the create release and then trigger the release. So you can see the release 5 has been created. Just deploy it. So I am preferring manual deployment. You can also go for automatic deployment. So it's waiting for the agent. Click on the logs, refresh it. So you can see it's in progress. Okay, so it's getting the agent details. It's downloading the artifacts from the GitHub. Okay, so now it's going to the Gradle W build. So you can see it's now starting a Gradle daemon. So let's wait for the test to start. So actually it's doing the different processes in the build task. Okay, so now the tests are run, I guess. So now it failed because I told you there will be one pass and one fail. So if you go to the tests, so you can see two, one test case and passed and one failed. And if you click on this drop down and select passed, so it will show that first test case passed and second test case failed. Okay, so that's pretty much about the Gradle build. So if you want to give more details, then go to test plan, runs, and then click on the click on the row based on your run ID. So which is the latest one. Click on that. So you will start getting the details, how which test case passed and which test case failed. And then along with that, you will be having a zip file with the details also. So that's pretty much about how you can do the setup for a Gradle project and how you can run the Gradle project in DevOps. So thank you for watching the video.